Okay, today we are going to talk about area under a polar curve. So this is the section 10.4 and our topic is the following. We want to find area under a polar curve. So if you remember from calculus 2, in the calculus 2 we have studied the following. If we are given a function y equals to f of x and x varies from the point A to B and we want to find this area, the formula for finding the area under this curve, it is given by we integrate the function with respect to dx from A to B. So this is the formula for finding the area under a curve which we have studied in calculus 2. But now what is the problem? We want to find the area under a polar curve. So suppose that this is a curve, okay, so if you remember from the previous lecture, the polar curve, it is given by this thing. A polar curve, it is given by r equals to f of theta change the color. So r equals to f of theta, where theta varies from A to B. And remember, in our one of the previous lectures, I told you that in a polar coordinates the lines are represented with these. For example, theta equals to A, it is a line passing through the origin and it makes an angle of A with the positive x-axis. So similarly, theta equals to B, it is a line passing through the origin, as you can see here in this figure. Okay, as you can see in the figure, and r equals to f of theta, and we want to find this shaded region, so what is the formula for finding this region? We have the following formula. So simply you can understand this thing. A equals to integration from A to B half r square d theta. So this is the formula you need to remember when you have to find area under the polar curve. This is equal to A integration from A to B half r square d theta. So here we are integrating with respect to theta. So this is our formula for finding the area under a polar curve. So let us do one example. So in this example, he is saying that we need to find the area enclosed by one loop of the four-leaved rose. R equal to cosine of 2 theta. R equals to cosine of 2 theta. So this is a figure. Okay, this is a four-leaved figure, and what you need to do here, what he is asking here, we need to find the area under this one loop of the four-leaved rose. So we have how many? This is number 1, number 2, number 3, this is number 4, and we have to find this shaded region, the region bounded by this one loop of the curve. So this curve, it is given by r equal to cosine of 2 theta, and as you can see from the figure, theta varies from minus pi by 4 to theta equals to pi by 4. Theta equals to pi by 4. But one more thing you need to remember here is the following. The above area, this is the above area, it is symmetric about x-axis. Mean, if you think about this line, if you think about this area, if you think about this area here, mean the area above x-axis, mean this area, it is the same as, it is exactly same as the area below this x-axis. Okay, so what we are going to do, we will only find the area above the x-axis. Okay, and remember this x-axis, it is denoted by this theta equals to 0. Theta equals to 0. So we only find the area that is above the x-axis, and at the end we will multiply it with 2 to get the area of one loop. So this is what we are going to do here. So I will write it here so that you can understand. The area of one loop is symmetric about, it is symmetric about, it is symmetric about x-axis. What does it mean? It means that the area that lies above x-axis, the same area lies below the x-axis. So what we are going to do here, this you need to understand, we find area above x-axis. We find area above x-axis. Okay, that is theta will vary from 0 to pi by 4. Theta will be varies from pi by 4, and finally at the end we multiply the answer with 2. We multiply the answer by 2. So this is the main thing you need to remember. We multiply the answer by 2. So let us find the area. How can we find the area? We have this formula. Okay, our formula is equal to A equals to half integration from 0 to pi by 4, and here you have to write r square, and remember r is equal to cosine of theta. This is our r. So here you need to write cosine square 2 theta d theta. And the next thing we need to do is to integrate this function. And remember, as I told you in the previous in the previous lectures, that how do we integrate this thing? The first thing is we need to get rid of these square on the cosine. So in order to do this thing, we will use this formula which we already discussed previously. Our formula is the following. Okay, our formula is the following. We know from our previous knowledge that cosine square theta, it is equal to 1 plus cosine 2 theta by 2. So what you need to do, you have to replace, you need to replace theta by 2 theta, and then we will get the following: cosine square 2 theta equals 1 plus cosine of 4 theta divided by 2. Okay, now we substitute this here, so then it becomes half, and there is one more half which will come from this formula, from 0 to sorry, this is not pi by 2, here this is pi by 4. Let me change this thing here. Why did I write this thing? So here this is pi by 4. 1 plus cosine of 4 theta, and now we can integrate this thing. So this becomes 1 by 4. The integration of 1 will be theta, and remember, from what is the integration of cosine of theta? We know that the integration of cosine theta, it is sine of theta, and but here we have this type of angle. Theta is multiplied with some number, cosine of a theta, so its integration will be equal to sine of a theta divided by a. So from this we will get from here sine of 4 theta divided by 4 from 0 to pi by 4. And now we substitute the limits. 1 by 4, first we substitute the upper limit, it will go here in place of theta, then it becomes pi by 4 plus, when I substitute the value of theta, when I replace theta by pi by 4, then 4 will cancel and I will get only sine pi by 4 minus half. Now we are substituting the lower limit, 0 plus, when I put theta equals to 0, it becomes here sine 0 by 4. And remember one thing, what is the value of sine theta? We know that sine 0, the sine 0 equals to 0, and also we know that what is the value of sine pi? Sine pi is equal to 0. So this whole thing becomes 0, and from this first bracket this term becomes 0, and 1 by 4 multiplied with pi by 4, it will give us pi by 16. But remember, as I told you, this is the area of the upper portion of the loop. Okay, so you can write this thing in the following way, that is the total area of one loop will be equal to 2 multiplied with pi by 16, and that will give you pi by 8.